2 months ago, we started the process of turning this screened-in porch into an office space for our home. There's been 2 videos so far in this little mini-series of this room makeover. So previously we cleaned out the room, demoed some of the walls, and shared our plans for this space. Now in today's video, we'll be having concrete poured in this room, new walls are getting built, our new windows arrive and we install those, start insulating the room, and more. So I hope you enjoy and stay tuned to continue seeing this room transform. Morning everyone. So today's video is finally going to be an update on the latest project we've been working on, which is to turn this used to be screened-in porch into an actual room onto the house. It's going to be an office. There's been quite a bit of progress happening out there. They poured the concrete in the room, so now the room is up level with the rest of the house. They also built the new wall and we installed windows. So I'm going to show you all of that progress here first at the beginning of the video before I go ahead and show what we're going to be doing in that room today. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video and seeing this room start to take shape. So our windows were ready to be picked up a few weeks earlier than we thought they'd be, so that was awesome. We drove into Tucson and picked these up from Window Depot. We had custom ordered these and they are just fixed picture windows, white on the inside and black on the outside. There's 5 windows total, 2 skinnier ones on either end, and then these 3 large ones here on this wall. And they are starting to build this wall right here. We did hire the contractor to come and build this wall, frame up everything for the windows, and then after we install the windows, they'll be coming back to stucco the outside of this room and also frame in for the door. Okay, so I'll give you a quick overview of how the room's looking before we start installing windows. Like you saw the other day, they came and framed all of this up, getting it ready for windows, and they are also going to frame up this door as well. We did pick up a door from Home Depot the other day. We just went like with a full glass patio door. I'll show you that here in a couple of minutes, and we're just going to paint it the same color as the back door. This made us really excited to see all of this framed up because we can see this room starting to take shape. We can see the beautiful view that you're going to have with all of these windows. Unfortunately, my camera is just not really focusing on the outside. It's just kind of making it really white so you can't see the view. But there is a beautiful view out these windows, and so we can't wait to have these windows installed. We just got insulation as well. We need to insulate all of this, insulate the ceiling. And Jalen also realized the other day that this ceiling does not have insulation above it either. So we're gonna have to put insulation up there as well, which we weren't planning on. We've got all the windows back here. These windows are going to be white on the inside and black on the outside. We did order these from Home Depot. They were a pretty good price. These are fixed. We won't be able to open them, so they're just like picture style windows. And we're so glad that we decided to concrete this up level with the house. That was an added extra expense, but it definitely made quite the difference and was a good investment for the room. And here's how it's looking on the outside. Once we have these windows installed, they're gonna come back next week and stucco over all of this around the windows and then also over around the door. That noise is the boys getting their dirt bikes and quads warmed up for a trail ride. But I just wanted to give you a quick overview before we start installing windows, just to kind of show you where we are at right now. Okay, so the first window is installed. To install these, he's putting silicone around the edge of the window, and then I hold the window in place while he attaches the window to the wall with screws. And we just continue working our way around the wall, installing these windows one by one. And as we were installing these, we were saying how we can't keep up with washing all the windows we have now and those 2 glass sliding doors, and now we're putting in 5 more big windows. I don't know how we're going to keep all these clean, but we love having a lot of windows, especially on this side of the house with all the natural light that comes in, and being able to see the view is worth all the window washing we'll be doing. Might have to teach the boys how to wash the windows and just make it a family project every 2 months or so that we all just go around the house and wash the windows, because at this point I'm really having a hard time keeping up with them. If you watch my recent cleaning video, I was saying how filthy they are, and I'm hoping to be able to get those clean at some point this month. I still get a few questions sometimes of people asking if we sold the flip house, and I guess a few of you might have missed when I shared here on YouTube and on Instagram that we did sell the flip house last year in November. We're very happy with the price that we got for it. It was a good investment all around, and definitely something that there's a demand for in the area. And we have walked through probably about 4 or 5 different homes that we could flip since we sold that flip house that we were potentially interested in, but we did not buy any of them. We're just kind of looking, and we still haven't made up our minds yet on when we want to do another flip house or if we want to do another one. We've got quite a few things keeping us busy right now, and we're trying to slow down a little bit. We also have quite a few projects we'd like to complete at our house this year, so we'll just see what this year holds. Okay, so let's get back to this project. The view that you see out these windows right here will be the view from the desk. We're going to do a large desk right here in the middle of the room. So you'll be sitting behind the desk, looking out these windows, hopefully have shelves on the wall behind the desk, probably some type of seating underneath of these windows. I haven't quite figured that out yet, and we are thinking about doing shiplap on the part of the ceiling that slopes down right above these windows, and then wrapping that beam in the middle of the ceiling in some stained wood. While Jalen is pouring that concrete around the edge of the wall, I'm going to go ahead and get some lunch started because we were all getting really hungry. It was a little bit past lunchtime, so I just grabbed an easy HelloFresh meal out of the fridge. This one was delicious. Kyle said after we were done eating this, Kyle said, "Can we have HelloFresh every day?" They loved all the HelloFresh meals that we had this week. And this video is not sponsored by HelloFresh, but I did want to let you know that my coupon code is still active. If you were wanting to try out HelloFresh, that coupon code HAPPYHOME21 will get you 21 free meals plus free shipping, which is really awesome. And if you just click my link, it will just automatically apply the coupon code. I know some people were having an issue with that, and it does just automatically apply the code when you click my link. So we had a quick lunch break, and then we didn't end up doing anything else in that room for the rest of the day. We just got busy doing other things. And I think it was either the next day or 2 days later that we ended up getting some snow. We got a good dusting of snow, and it just kept snowing off and on throughout that day. So it has not been very warm lately ever since we got that dusting of snow. But now this is about 2 days later, and we are going to work on this little window in our small bathroom here beside the laundry room. If you watched the first 2 episodes, you saw that we removed this window because it looked into that screened-in porch, and we didn't want a window looking into our office from the bathroom, so we just removed it, and we were going to drywall over it, but it would be a pretty big deal to cover all of this up and try to make it blend in with the wall. So we had the idea of, what if we just left this as a little niche and added 2 little shelves in here for maybe a tiny bit of storage. I could just put a little bit of decor up here. If it ends up being a flop, we can always just drywall over this, but we thought we'd just give this a try first. And I did do the first coat of paint on this, and then we looked at it and we thought we're gonna have to end up just putting a little bit of texture inside of this niche to blend in with the wall a little bit better. So Jalen put that texture on the wall. We waited for that to dry while he cut those boards for the shelves to size, and then he installed those by just drilling a hole into the boards for the screws and then just screwing those straight into the wall, into the studs that were in the wall obviously, and just made 2 little sturdy shelves in this niche. A little tip, you can put your paintbrush in a baggie to keep it from drying out in between coats, and if it's going to be several hours until you use it again, you could even just stick it right on the shelf in the fridge, of course sealed in the bag, and then you don't have to wash it and wait for it to dry if it's only going to be a few hours or like half a day, or even the next day. If you're painting that evening, you're going to start painting again the next morning, just put it in a baggie and stick it right in the fridge. So for this niche and these shelves, I did end up deciding to paint it all the same color as the wall. We thought about doing an accent wall on the back of this niche and then doing stained shelves, but because this is such a small bathroom, there's not a whole lot of wall space. We just kind of wanted this to blend in with the rest of the wall. And I did have a little bit of trouble decorating these shelves because I didn't have very many items that were small enough to fit on these shelves. I do have a couple of ideas though, and the bottom shelf will be great for when guests are using this bathroom and they just need an extra spot to stick like the little travel sized lotions and toothbrush, different things like that, toothpaste, because there's not a whole lot of counter space, very little counter space in this bathroom, so that'll be helpful. And I do have to grab a few little things to put on these shelves and hopefully can decorate them somewhat, maybe with like some plants hanging down or something like that. We moved all that furniture and the rug to the other side of the porch because the contractors are coming back next week to stucco the outside of this wall. Now we are getting started on insulating this room, and we did run out of insulation, so we couldn't finish insulating some of the wall and then also of course the ceiling, but we are going to just wait to insulate the ceiling until we start drywall. There for a few seconds you saw the exterior door for this room. We did just end up getting the same type of door that we have over on the other side of the house on our master bedroom, and that's just like a full glass patio door. So the inside of that will probably stay white to match the windows, and then for the outside we'll just paint it the same color as the back door and also those other patio doors. But that will be happening in the next video. This insulation is as far as we got, so stay tuned. It'll probably be about another month before we have an update on this room, and hopefully by that point maybe the flooring will be installed, the walls will be painted, we'll have trim in this room, and we can finally start on all of the pretty things, wrapping that beam in stained wood, adding the shiplap and furniture and shelves. So stay tuned, and thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week with a new video. Bye!